This might surprise you. Jills must mate to stay healthy. Female ferrets, affectionately known as jills, exhibit a unique health requirement that many pet owners might not be aware of. When a jill goes into heat, her body produces a significant amount of estrogen. If she fails to mate during this time, these estrogen levels can become dangerously elevated, potentially resulting in a condition known as estrogen toxicity. This condition leads not only to discomfort, but can also cause severe health issues like life-threatening anemia. The excessive estrogen interferes with the production of red blood cells, leading to dangerously low blood counts and, consequently, inadequate oxygen delivery throughout her body. To safeguard their jills, ferret owners should be informed about responsible breeding practices and the importance of veterinary care. In some cases, if breeding isn't viable, veterinarians can provide treatments to help regulate hormonal levels. Caring for jills means not just keeping them as pets, but understanding and addressing their specific health needs to ensure they live long and happy lives. Let's uncover the truth about Five Guys fries. Many fans of this popular American fast food chain may be surprised to learn that there's a clever trick behind the way they serve their fries. Five Guys intentionally adds extra fries at the bottom of the bag, creating an illusion of a bigger portion for customers. Founded by Jerry Merle, the chain has a unique approach to customer satisfaction, as Merle believes it's better for diners to feel they are getting more value. Even though the price already includes this extra fries quantity, it enhances the overall experience. Imagine reaching into your bag and discovering a hidden stash of crispy fries. This thoughtful touch has helped Five Guys stand out in the competitive fast food world. So the next time you order fries, remember that those extra crispy bites at the bottom are part of their strategy to keep customers happy. Discover how starfish create new life in surprising ways. Starfish, also known as sea stars, have some fascinating methods of reproduction that set them apart from many other creatures. They can reproduce both sexually and asexually. During sexual reproduction, starfish spawn, releasing eggs and sperm into the water where fertilization occurs. This process can result in a large number of offspring, depending on the species. On the other hand, in asexual reproduction, starfish have a unique ability to regenerate. Through processes known as fission and autotomy, a starfish can grow a whole new individual from a part of its arm. If a starfish loses an arm, it can simply regenerate that lost limb, and in some cases, the severed part can grow into a new starfish. This remarkable regeneration ability not only helps them survive predation, but also ensures their populations can thrive in various marine environments. Isn't nature incredible? Want to know your hydration status easily? Simply pinch the skin on your knuckles and observe how quickly it springs back. This simple test can give you a quick clue about your hydration levels. When you're well hydrated, the skin returns to normal almost immediately, which shows your body has enough fluids to function properly. On the other hand, if the skin stays pinched or takes time to bounce back, it might indicate that you're dehydrated. Keeping track of your hydration is essential because water affects everything from your mood and energy levels to your ability to think clearly. Particularly when it's hot outside or during exercise, staying hydrated helps regulate body temperature and supports overall health. So next time you're curious about how much water you're drinking, just do this easy skin test and get a real-time checkup on your hydration status. Believe it or not, KFC's slogan got lost in translation. When the iconic fast food chain KFC launched in China, they aimed to convey the deliciousness of their chicken with the slogan, "Finger licking good." However, a curious translation mishap turned it into an unintended phrase, "Eat your fingers off." This blunder highlights the fascinating and often humorous challenges companies face when adapting marketing messages for different cultures. Language nuances and cultural references can easily lead to misunderstandings, resulting in quirky translations that might confuse or amuse potential customers. Thankfully, KFC quickly corrected this slogan, but it serves as a reminder of how important it is to understand the local language and customs when expanding globally. After all, the goal is to entice customers to enjoy the food, not leave them puzzled about their fingers. Turns out the truth is that maps lie. Most world maps, especially the Mercator projection created in 1569, can distort the true sizes of countries. This popular map makes Alaska look almost as big as Brazil, even though Brazil is actually about 5 times larger. Similarly, Greenland seems enormous, appearing 14 times bigger than it really is. The Mercator projection was designed for navigation, which is why it stretches land near the poles. While it helps sailors, it misleads us about the true scale of our world. So the next time you glance at a map, remember that what you see might not reflect reality. The world is a complex, beautifully diverse place, and some regions are more accurately depicted on different types of maps. Understanding these distortions can give us a more realistic view of global geography, revealing just how fascinating and varied our planet really is. Believe it or not, Lakoic hats are real dogs. These unconventional canines are known for their sparse, coarse fur, especially on their faces, giving them a strikingly unique appearance. With features that sometimes resemble mythological creatures or even characters from horror stories. Lakoic hats stand out in the canine world. This distinctive look often turns heads and sparks conversations among dog lovers and curious onlookers alike. But their appeal isn't just about aesthetics. Lakoic hats have charming personalities to match their unusual looks. They are often described as playful, affectionate, and intelligent, making them wonderful companions. Despite their somewhat mysterious aura, many people find themselves drawn to these quirky dogs, either as potential pet owners or as fascinated admirers. This alluring combination of unique appearance and engaging temperament ensures that Lakoic hats are not just a passing curiosity, but rather a beloved breed for those who appreciate the extraordinary. So, are you ready to learn more about these enchanting dogs? Have you ever wondered why body hair is shorter? It all comes down to the different growth cycles of our hair. Scalp hair, for instance, has a growth phase that can last from 3 to 7 years, allowing it to grow long and lush. In contrast, body hair, including eyebrows, has a much shorter growth cycle, often lasting only about 4 months. This means that body hair enters the shedding phase much sooner than scalp hair. Hormones play a significant role in these cycles, causing variations in hair length across different parts of our body. Additionally, factors like genetics and age can also influence how our hair grows. Isn't it fascinating how our bodies are designed to have such differences? Understanding these cycles helps explain why some hair requires more maintenance than others. So next time you groom, you'll appreciate the unique rhythms of your hair. Did you know electricity changed our lives forever? The late 19th century was a turning point when electricity became a practical power source, lighting up homes and fueling the second industrial revolution. This incredible invention didn't just brighten rooms, it also sparked revolutionary changes across various fields, driving improvements in communication through inventions like the telegraph and telephone. Transportation also transformed, with electric streetcars replacing horse-drawn carriages, making travel faster and more efficient. Additionally, the rise of modern appliances, such as refrigerators and washing machines, freed people from manual labor, allowing for more leisure time and improved living standards. The impact of electricity on society was profound, reshaping how we live, work, and connect. Imagine a world without it. It's hard, right? Electricity isn't just a convenience. It's a cornerstone of the modern way of life. Believe it or not, here's a lift with history. The Santa Justa elevator in Lisbon is not just any ordinary elevator. It's a stunning achievement of 19th century engineering. Designed by Raoul Meunier du Penseur, who learned from the famous engineer Gustave Eiffel, this elevator showcases intricate wrought iron designs that attract both locals and tourists alike. It connects the steep Barro Alto neighborhood with the Baixa district, making it a practical solution for those climbing the city's hills. But it's not just about functionality. This elevator is a piece of art, standing tall at about 148 feet and offering fantastic views of the city's skyline. When you step inside, you're transported back in time, surrounded by its beautifully crafted metalwork. Its purpose goes beyond merely moving people. It's a symbol of architectural innovation and a reflection of Lisbon's rich history. So if you ever find yourself in the city, don't miss the chance to ride this unique lift and soak in the sights. What a way to experience the charm of Lisbon. Is it really true that golden rock defies gravity? This extraordinary site, also known as Kiektio Pagoda, features a magnificent golden boulder balanced on the edge of Mount Kiektio. Covered in shimmering gold leaf, this captivating rock is not only a visual marvel, but also a significant pilgrimage destination for countless Buddhists. According to legend, the enormous boulder supports itself on a single strand of the Buddha's hair, symbolizing profound faith and devotion. To reach this breathtaking landmark, visitors embark on a rewarding trek that draws thousands of pilgrims and tourists each year. They believe that completing the journey brings blessings of good health and prosperity. Along the trail, colorful prayer flags flutter in the breeze, and small shrines invite travelers to pause for prayer offerings. As you near the rock, the stunning vistas of the surrounding landscape make the climb even more worthwhile. Most visitors marvel at how this giant boulder seemingly defies gravity, fostering a magical atmosphere that elevates the spiritual experience. For anyone seeking wellness or simply wanting to bask in the beauty and culture of Myanmar, Golden Rock surely promises unforgettable memories. Did you know Snickers bars fueled World War II soldiers? During the challenging times of World War II, soldiers needed high-energy foods to keep their spirits up and their bodies strong. Snickers bars packed with peanuts, caramel, and nougat offered just that. They became a part of soldiers' rations, providing a quick and delicious source of energy that could easily be carried into battle. Interestingly, the beloved candy had a different name in the United Kingdom and Ireland. It was known as Marathon until 1990. This name change was aimed at unifying the brand globally, but it stirred up quite a storm among fans who were attached to the original name. For many, the switch felt like losing a piece of their history. Despite the controversy, Snickers has remained a classic treat loved by many around the world, giving us a sweet reminder of the past. Isn't it fascinating how a candy bar can connect us to important moments in history? Here's a wild fact about declining IQ scores. A 2023 study has taken a closer look at the cognitive ability scores of nearly 400,000 Americans collected from 2006 to 2018. What researchers found is quite startling. IQ scores have actually dropped in 3 out of 4 cognitive domains during this time. This decline raises important questions about factors affecting our intelligence and mental performance. While some may point to changing education methods or the rise of technology as distractions, the exact causes are still being investigated. It's crucial to understand that cognitive ability is linked to various life aspects, including problem solving, attention, and memory. If these scores are diminishing, what might it mean for future generations? Are we in a cognitive crisis that requires reflection and action? The results of this large-scale study certainly give us a lot to think about. What if I told you wine sold for $558,000? This jaw-dropping price sets the record for the most expensive bottle of wine ever sold, an amount that could easily buy a cozy home. The bottle in question is a 1945 Domaine de la Romanée Conti, a wine renowned for its deep history, exquisite flavor, and unique vineyard. With such a hefty price tag, one would expect nothing less than an unforgettable experience, right? Buyers often hope that a bottle like this brings not just taste, but also a connection to the land where the grapes grew, steeped in decades of tradition. Imagine sipping this rare vintage while visualizing the sun-kissed vineyards in Burgundy, France, where every drop tells a story of craftsmanship. It's not just wine, it's an investment in culture and history. What do you think drives people to spend so much on a single bottle? Hard to believe, but check out Sheikh Zayed Mosque. The Sheikh Zayed Mosque in Abu Dhabi, which opened in 2007, is not just the largest mosque in the United Arab Emirates, it ranks 8th in the world. Hosting over 40,000 worshippers, this architectural wonder leaves visitors speechless. As you approach, the sight of its 82 majestic domes standing tall above the courtyard immediately captivates your attention. Moreover, beneath these stunning domes lies the world's largest handmade carpet, meticulously crafted by skilled Iranian artisans. Can you imagine walking across this vast, intricate masterpiece? Inside, the mosque dazzles with crystal chandeliers that sparkle brilliantly, adding elegance to the serene atmosphere. Every inch of the space reflects extraordinary craftsmanship, showcasing the perfect blend of traditional Islamic design with modern elements. Whether you're exploring its grandeur, delving into its rich history, or seeking a peaceful place for reflection, the Sheikh Zayed Mosque is sure to leave an unforgettable impression on anyone who visits. Ready to be amazed by this stunning structure? Believe it or not, magazines shaped women's roles in the 1950s. During this time, many publications offered advice for wives on how to create a welcoming home. They suggested that greeting husbands with a smile and having a warm dinner ready were essential for maintaining a peaceful family atmosphere. This portrayal reinforced traditional gender roles, promoting the idea that a quiet, compliant wife was the key to a harmonious household. These articles often prescribed specific behaviors for women, implying that their primary responsibilities were domestic. While some women found this guidance helpful, most realized that these expectations were based on outdated stereotypes. Today, society recognizes the importance of both partners sharing responsibilities at home, and the roles within families have evolved significantly. The 1950s advice may seem archaic now, but it reveals just how far we've come in understanding equality and partnership. Did you know tiny Demodex live on your face? These microscopic creatures are a type of mite that make their homes in our hair follicles, especially around the eyelids and cheeks. Although they are usually harmless, they can sometimes cause skin issues if their population grows out of control. Demodex mites feed on the natural oils on our skin and can go unnoticed because they are so small, typically measuring just 3 to 0.4 millimeters. Most people host a few of them without any problem, but factors like oily skin, lack of sleep, and certain skin conditions can lead to an increase in their numbers. When this happens, some individuals may experience irritation, redness, or even acne-like breakouts. Maintaining a healthy skincare routine can help keep these little guys in check. So next time you wash your face, remember, you might be giving your microscopic roommates a clean slate. This might surprise you. Friends' secrets revealed. The beloved television show Friends, which aired from 1994 to 2004, hides some fascinating behind-the-scenes stories. For instance, the show's famous orange couch, a staple at Central Perk, was found in the Warner Brothers studio basement. Originally, writers planned for Monica and Joey to be the central lovebirds, but the undeniable chemistry between Ross and Rachel took viewers by storm, shifting the storyline focus. Even more impressive, the entire cast made history with their contracts by negotiating for equal pay. Their collective effort paid off big time. By the series' final season, each main cast member earned an astonishing $1 million per episode. This remarkable achievement not only changed the landscape of TV salaries, but also solidified their status as some of the highest-paid actors in television history. How incredible is that? Astonishing strength of a Belgian draft horse revealed. In a remarkable display of physical power, a Belgian draft horse recently pulled a staggering 18 men during a strength test. This impressive feat showcases not only the extraordinary muscle of these horses, but also their incredible training and temperament. Belgian draft horses, known for their massive build and gentle nature, typically weigh between 1,800 and 2,200 pounds. Historically, they were bred for heavy farm work and pulling loads, making them a vital part of agricultural life. The strength test illustrates the horse's capability to perform impressive tasks, surprising many who may not realize how powerful these gentle giants can be. As they work together with their handlers, Belgian draft horses build bonds that enhance their performance. The spectacle of a single horse effortlessly moving so many men sparks curiosity about the limits of animal strength and training methods in equestrian sports. With modern machinery often taking over, the legacy of these horses continues to inspire admiration and respect. What other astounding skills do draft horses possess? Here's what actually happens when beetles take over. The Coleoptera order, which includes beetles, is the largest group of insects, boasting over 400,000 known species. Can you believe that beetles make up nearly 40% of all insect species? These incredible creatures have adapted to thrive in almost every environment on Earth, from the depths of rainforests to the arid Sahara Desert. Their incredible diversity means they come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, each uniquely suited to their habitat. Some beetles are fantastic pollinators, while others play a crucial role in breaking down dead plant and animal material, recycling nutrients back into the ecosystem. Imagine a world without beetles. They help maintain the balance of nature. Exploring the various species can reveal astonishing facts, like how some can lift many times their body weight or even emit light. What will you discover about these fascinating insects? Prepare to be amazed by this epic domino chain reaction. Scientists recently discovered a breathtaking domino project that pulled together over 100,000 individual pieces, creating a stunning display that lasted several minutes. This wasn't just a playful pastime, it was a fascinating marriage of art and engineering. Each carefully placed domino contributed to a chain reaction that delighted viewers, showing how a simple game can evolve into a masterful performance. Builders invested immense patience, precision, and creativity into the setup, demonstrating incredible skill as they crafted paths and patterns that flowed beautifully. The visual spectacle captivated audiences and showcased the potential of everyday objects to create something truly extraordinary. Who knew that a row of blocks could turn into an awe-inspiring display of teamwork and artistry? Let's uncover the truth about the world's countries. Did you know there are 195 countries on our planet? Out of these, 193 are full members of the United Nations, which works to promote peace and cooperation among nations. But what about Vatican City in Palestine? These two hold observer status, meaning they participate in discussions but don't have full voting rights. This unique situation highlights the complex nature of global politics. Additionally, territories such as Taiwan and Kosovo stir debates, as their status is contested by some nations. For instance, Taiwan manages its affairs like an independent nation, yet faces claims from China. Understanding the dynamics of these countries and territories gives us a glimpse into the intricate world of international relations. With ongoing discussions and changing definitions, how many more countries will we see recognized in the future? Here's a wild fact about paper recycling. Did you know that paper can be recycled approximately 6 times before its fibers weaken and lose their usefulness? This process allows us to turn old paper into fresh products, reducing waste and conserving natural resources. Each time paper is recycled, it undergoes a thorough cleansing and pulping process where inks and contaminants are removed, making it ready for a new life. That means every sheet you recycle not only saves trees but also uses less energy and water compared to making new paper from scratch. After around 6 cycles, the fibers become too short to bind together effectively, resulting in unusable paper. However, that doesn't mean all is lost. The remaining pulp can still be used in other products like insulation or biodegradable materials. So the next time you toss a piece of paper in the recycling bin, remember the magic behind its life cycle and how many times it can be transformed. Isn't it fascinating how something we often overlook can make such a big impact on our environment? Did you know Bermuda has no rivers or lakes? This fascinating fact is true. The picturesque Bermuda Islands, located in the North Atlantic Ocean, are stunning but quite unique in their water situation. With about 70,000 residents, there are no natural sources of fresh water like rivers or lakes where people might typically gather water. Instead, the islanders have become experts at collecting rainwater, using an ingenious system of pipes installed on rooftops. When it rains, these pipes channel the water straight into storage tanks, ensuring that families have enough water for their daily needs. This collection method highlights the adaptability and resourcefulness of the Bermudian people in managing their precious water supply. Since rain is essential for life, the local community places great importance on conserving this resource. As climate patterns change and rainfall becomes less predictable, residents continue to find innovative solutions to secure their water needs and maintain their beautiful island home. Doesn't that make you appreciate every drop of water that you use? Can you believe the stirrup is so tiny? This remarkable bone, located in the middle ear, is actually the smallest bone in the human body, measuring just about 3 millimeters in length. Known for its distinctive stirrup shape, this tiny structure is crucial for our ability to hear. The stirrup works in concert with two other tiny bones, the malleus and incus, to transmit sound vibrations from the outer ear to the inner ear. When sound waves hit the eardrum, the malleus picks up the vibrations, passes them to the incus, and finally to the stirrup. This small bone then connects to the oval window of the cochlea, where the vibrations are transformed into nerve signals that our brain interprets as sound. Despite its minuscule size, the stirrup plays an essential role in how we perceive the world around us through sound. Isn't it fascinating how such a tiny bone can be so vital to our hearing? You won't believe this about British tanks. Since 1945, every British tank has included a surprising feature, a tea-making facility. This innovative addition was designed to solve a unique challenge faced by soldiers in the heat of battle. During combat, troops often pause to brew a cup of tea, leading to delays and potential dangers. To tackle this issue, engineers crafted a way for soldiers to enjoy their beloved beverage without leaving the safety of their vehicles. These tea-making facilities allow tanks to brew tea right inside, ensuring that troops stay refreshed and alert while on duty. Imagine being in the thick of a battle and still having access to a warm cup of tea. This clever design not only boosts morale, but also keeps soldiers focused and energized. So next time you think about military technology, remember that even in war, there's room for a little comfort. Did you know Pop-Tarts can be vegan-friendly? While you might think of these pastries as an indulgent treat, some flavors are completely plant-based. Unfrosted Pop-Tarts like strawberry, blueberry, and brown sugar cinnamon do not include any dairy, eggs, or gelatin, making them a suitable choice for those following a vegan diet. On the other hand, the frosted versions contain dairy ingredients, which rules them out for vegans. This little-known fact might surprise many snack lovers, especially those who didn't realize that you can enjoy tasty Pop-Tarts without compromising a vegan lifestyle. So the next time you're in the cereal aisle, keep an eye out for those unfrosted varieties. You can satisfy your sweet cravings with a treat that aligns with your dietary choices. Who knew convenience food could be so versatile? Did you know what really powers the universe? It's dark energy. This mysterious force is responsible for the accelerating expansion of the cosmos, and yet scientists know very little about it. In fact, dark energy makes up about 68% of the total energy content of the universe, according to various cosmological studies. Imagine that. Most of everything around us, stars, galaxies, and planets, are just a tiny fraction of what exists. Scientists discovered dark energy in the late 1990s when they observed distant supernovae. These exploding stars appeared dimmer than expected, signaling that the universe was expanding faster than anyone had predicted. The idea of dark energy poses numerous questions for physicists and astronomers. Is it a fundamental property of space? Or maybe it's a new force we haven't yet accounted for? Understanding dark energy could lead to breakthroughs in our grasp of the universe's fate and its ultimate fate. Could our reality be just a shadow of something much larger? The more we learn, the more exciting the mysteries of the cosmos become. Is it really true that males prefer new partners? The Coolidge effect explains this fascinating behavior observed in the animal kingdom. Named after a quirky story involving President Calvin Coolidge, this phenomenon shows that male animals, like rodents and some primates, can display heightened sexual interest when a new female is introduced, even if they have mated with others nearby. This effect highlights an intriguing aspect of animal behavior. Novelty can spark excitement and arousal in males. The Coolidge effect has been studied in various species, revealing that while males may settle into routine mating with familiar partners, the introduction of a fresh female rekindles their interest. This biological strategy might ensure genetic diversity and increase the chances of healthy offspring. So when it comes to mating, is it really about the connection or just the thrill of something new? Can you imagine making 7.5 million toothpicks? It's astounding to think that just one cord of wood can yield this huge number of tiny, yet incredibly useful objects. This impressive statistic highlights the efficiency of wood processing, transforming a single natural resource into something so common in our daily lives. Toothpicks, often overlooked, have been used for centuries to help clean teeth or to serve appetizers. While they seem simple, These small sticks play a big role in social gatherings and dining experiences around the world. The process of turning wood into toothpicks involves significant craftsmanship and machinery that ensures every toothpick is uniform and reliable. With approximately 7.5 million toothpicks coming from just one cord, it's easy to see how this industry thrives. Next time you pick up a toothpick to enjoy a meal or to relieve a stuck piece of food, remember the journey it took from a tree to your table. Isn't it fascinating how something so small has such an interesting backstory? Prepare to be amazed by the gateway to hell. This fascinating place in Turkmenistan holds a fiery secret, a natural gas crater that has been burning for decades. The crater, known as the Darvaza gas crater, began to blaze in 1971 when geologists accidentally ignited the gas during a drilling expedition. They were trying to manage a gas leak, but things went awry and the fiery pit emerged. To prevent the spread of toxic gas, they decided to let it burn out, expecting it to extinguish within a few weeks. Little did they know, the flames have been dancing ever since. Today, the crater measures about 230 feet wide and glows like a furnace at night, attracting adventurers and curious tourists from all over the world. The sight of glowing flames against the dark desert landscape is both mesmerizing and eerie, earning it the nickname Gateway to Hell. With its burning pit and captivating history, this unique site raises questions about our relationship with natural resources and the unforeseen consequences of our actions. What do you think about this fiery wonder? Can you believe Kitty Genovese's tragic story? In 1964, Kitty Genovese was brutally attacked outside her apartment in New York City, and what happened next shocked the nation. Despite her screams and desperate cries for help, none of the 38 witnesses came to her aid, illustrating a chilling social phenomenon known as the bystander effect. This behavior occurs when people assume someone else will take responsibility, leading to inaction. Kitty's case highlighted how urban environments might desensitize individuals, making them less likely to intervene in emergencies. As news of her murder spread, it ignited discussions about personal responsibility and the moral obligation to help others. Why did so many stand by while she suffered? This question continues to resonate, urging us to reflect on our own actions in crises. Even today, her tragic death serves as a powerful reminder to not remain silent and to always lend a helping hand when someone is in need. Ever wonder who makes the most films in the world? India holds the title as the world's leading film producer, churning out an astounding 1,000 films every year. This vibrant industry, often referred to as Bollywood, is known for its colorful storytelling, catchy music, and captivating dance sequences. Movies are made in various languages across the country, with Hindi films gaining massive popularity. But Bollywood isn't the only player. Regional industries like Tollywood, Collywood, and others also contribute to this impressive number. Film production in India is not just about entertainment. It often reflects social issues, culture, and tradition, making it a significant part of Indian life. Audiences flock to theaters to enjoy a mix of genres, from heartwarming dramas to thrilling action flicks. With millions of viewers and a growing global audience, Indian cinema continues to expand its reach, showcasing diverse stories and talents. Isn't it amazing how India's film magic unites people through stories and emotions? Is it really true that Fairlippen is a sport? This unique and exciting activity hails from the Netherlands, where participants take on the challenge of jumping over canals using a long pole that can reach up to 49 feet. Imagine standing at the edge of a shimmering waterway, gripping a pole, and preparing to leap across. Fairlippen requires not just physical strength, but also incredible balance and skill. Competitors strive to cover as much distance as possible, making each jump both a test of technique and an exhilarating experience. As they jump, they must time their movements perfectly to avoid falling into the water, adding an extra layer of thrill to the competition. This sport celebrates Dutch culture and brings together communities during events that often feature laughter, cheering crowds, and skilled athletes pushing their limits. Are you ready to jump into the water-filled challenge of Fairlippen? Did you know about India's fascinating baby dropping tradition? In some Indian villages, A unique ritual involves dropping newborns from a height where community members are ready to catch them below. This practice, which might sound shocking, is deeply rooted in the belief that such a leap builds the child's strength and brings good health and fortune. People believe that the safer the catch, the greater the blessings for the baby. This thrilling event is often celebrated with ritual chants and communal joy, showcasing the village's commitment to tradition and protection. While it raises eyebrows for many outside the community, it reflects a rich tapestry of cultural values and faith. These villages emphasize not just the physical safety of the children, but also the hope and optimism woven into the very fabric of family life. Understanding this practice highlights how diverse and fascinating human cultures can be. What other surprising traditions exist around the world? Did you know the Northern Lights can make sounds? In a fascinating study conducted in 2016, researchers discovered that the aurora borealis, also known as the Northern Lights, isn't just a visual spectacle. It can produce sounds too. Using specialized equipment, scientists recorded subtle noises accompanying the vibrant displays of light, often described as crackling or buzzing sounds. This groundbreaking finding opens up new ways for us to experience the beauty of the aurora. Imagine standing under a colorful sky while also hearing the gentle whispers of nature's own light show. The emergence of sound and visual phenomena might change how we appreciate auroras in the future, inviting further research into this intriguing relationship. It raises questions about the natural world and our senses. What else could we discover if we look and listen more closely? The aurora borealis, which attracts countless visitors to regions like Alaska and Norway, may become an even richer experience as we learn more about these mysterious sounds. Who knows what other secrets the Northern Lights might reveal? Can you imagine that Scotland hosts island games? Every 2 years, islands from around the world gather for a spectacular event called the Island Games. These games are hosted by a different island each time, bringing together athletes from places like the Isle of Man, the Faroe Islands, and Guernsey. One of the most exciting events you'll see is log throwing, a unique test of strength and skill that showcases traditional Scottish culture. Athletes compete in various sports, from swimming and track running to archery and tennis. It's not just about winning, it's a celebration of friendship and community among islanders. Participants experience the beauty of Scotland while fostering ties with others from remote places. The games also inspire local pride and encourage physical fitness. So, whether you're tossing logs or cheering from the sidelines, the Island Games are a thrilling showcase of talent and spirit. Who wouldn't want to be part of such an incredible event? You might be shocked to learn that obesity outnumbers hunger. This surprising trend highlights a significant public health issue we can't ignore. In today's world, more people are living with obesity than those going hungry, revealing how our lifestyles have drastically changed. Factors like easy access to fast food, increasingly sedentary habits, and the availability of highly processed snacks all contribute to this rising epidemic. In fact, studies show that obesity can lead to serious health problems, including diabetes, heart disease, and even certain cancers. Unlike hunger, which often gets media attention and immediate action, obesity tends to be overlooked, even though it affects millions globally. By understanding this shift, we can encourage healthier choices in our communities and promote physical activity for everyone. How can we work together to raise awareness and combat this growing issue? You won't believe this about how electricity works. Electricity is defined as the flow of electrons through a conductive material, like copper wires, creating that buzz we often take for granted in our daily lives. Imagine a battery or generator. These devices create a difference in electric potential, essentially pushing electrons along a path. This flow is what powers up our gadgets, lights our homes, and keeps our food fresh in refrigerators. When you flip the switch, you're not just turning on a light. You're allowing countless electrons to race through that wire, transforming stored energy into a bright glow. It's fascinating how something so invisible, like the movement of tiny particles, can lead to such powerful results. So next time you charge your phone or turn on the TV, think about the incredible journey of those electrons and the science behind the energy that makes it all possible. Did you know manta rays have the biggest fish brains? These fascinating creatures are not just graceful swimmers, but also incredibly intelligent. Manta rays possess larger brains compared to any other fish species, and their brains have specialized areas dedicated to learning, problem-solving, and communication. This suggests that these gentle giants might have a level of intelligence beyond what we usually expect from fish. For instance, research indicates that they can recognize themselves in mirrors, a sign of self-awareness usually seen in more complex animals like dolphins and elephants. This remarkable brain structure allows manta rays to adapt well to their environment, navigate efficiently, and even interact cooperatively with each other. Imagine witnessing a creature that not only glides through the ocean, but also thinks and learns in its own unique way. Isn't it incredible that such intelligence arises in the depths of our oceans? Did Yahoo almost buy Google for $1 million? Back in 2000, Yahoo, then a giant in the online space, had an intriguing opportunity to purchase a rising star named Google for just $1 million. At that time, Google was a relatively small search engine, still in its early stages and not widely recognized. However, Yahoo's leadership failed to see the potential that Google had, passing up what could have been a game-changing acquisition. Fast forward to today, and Google is worth over $1 trillion, making that missed chance a colossal blunder in the tech world. Can you imagine how different the internet landscape would be if Yahoo had made that move? Instead of becoming a major competitor, Yahoo faced decline, overshadowed by Google's explosive growth. This story serves as a reminder of how important it is for businesses to recognize emerging trends and technologies. Today, the tale of Yahoo and Google highlights the unpredictable nature of the tech industry and the significant risks companies face when they overlook innovation. What other missed opportunities might change our world if they had been seized? Is it really true that infinity never ends? The symbol for infinity, called a lemniscate, looks like a sideways figure 8 and represents ideas that go on forever. This fascinating shape captures our imagination, symbolizing endless concepts like love and the vastness of space. When you think about love, it's often so deep and boundless that it feels infinite, while space stretches out endlessly, allowing for countless stars and galaxies. The beauty of the lemniscate lies in its simplicity. It's a powerful visual reminder of things that are limitless. Whether you see it in mathematics, art, or even conversations about life, the lemniscate encourages us to ponder what it means to embrace the infinite. From the smallest moments of joy to the grandest dreams, understanding infinity can change how we view our world. So the next time you see this shape, think about all the endless possibilities it represents. Can you believe how big Goliath beetles can grow? These incredible insects are among the largest in the world, reaching impressive lengths of up to 11 centimeters. Native to the tropical forests of Africa, the Goliath beetle is not just a giant, it's a fascinating creature with a striking appearance. Their shiny, often colorful exoskeletons make them look like living gemstones, and their size can leave many people in awe. What's even more astonishing is their transformation. They start their lives as tiny larvae before metamorphosing into these hefty giants. These beetles are not just big, they're powerful too. Adult Goliath beetles can lift objects 850 times their own weight, thanks to their strong muscles and sturdy bodies. Despite their size and strength, they primarily feed on fruits and plant matter, making them herbivores. If you ever get the chance to see one up close, take a moment to appreciate this incredible insect and the role it plays in its ecosystem. It's amazing how such a large creature can thrive in the lush environments of Africa. Here's a wild fact about hyenas and cats. Despite their dog-like appearance, hyenas are actually more closely related to cats on the genetic family tree. This surprising connection stems from their shared ancestry, which can be traced back millions of years. Hyenas belong to the family Hyenidae, while cats fall under Felidae. Both groups share certain traits, like retractable claws and specialized teeth for hunting and tearing meat, which highlight their feline characteristics. The spotted hyena, famous for its distinctive laugh-like call, is known to display social behaviors similar to those of lions, but their internal structure aligns more with that of a cat. So next time you see a hyena in the wild or on a documentary, remember that it might have more in common with your fluffy house cat than your barking neighbor's dog. Why exactly does the mother octopus sacrifice so much? The Granelodon boreopacifica, a remarkable species of octopus, displays incredible dedication to its offspring. After laying her eggs, this devoted mother takes on the daunting task of guarding them for an astonishing 4 years, all while refusing to eat. Imagine nurturing tiny lives for that long without a single meal. During this time, she tirelessly protects the eggs from predators and ensures they are kept safe at all costs. Sadly, this extreme commitment often takes a tragic toll on her. She usually dies shortly after the eggs finally hatch. It's a breathtaking example of sacrifice in the animal kingdom, showcasing just how far some creatures will go for their young. Such behaviors raise fascinating questions about the lengths to which nature drives parental care and survival. Why do some animals choose to endure such hardships? Believe it or not, cats purr for healing. This soothing sound isn't just a sign of contentment, it can also indicate when a cat is injured or in pain. Researchers suggest that purring may help cats recover from injuries due to its potential therapeutic effects. The vibrations created when they purr range between 25 and 150 hertz, a frequency known to promote healing in bones and tissues. But that's not all. Purring also acts as a crucial communication tool between cats and humans. When your feline friend curls up and starts to purr, they might be seeking comfort, signaling that they want to bond with you. So the next time you hear that gentle rumble, pay attention. Is your cat in need of a snuggle, or do they need a little extra care? Understanding this behavior deepens our connection with our beloved pets and highlights just how special they really are. You might be shocked to learn that wigs were towering. In 18th century France, women took fashion to a whole new level with extravagant wigs that could soar to heights as tall as toddlers. These remarkable hairstyles, made from real human hair or silk, were far more than just eye-catching accessories. They represented the lavish lifestyle and high social status of those who wore them. Women would often spend hours perfecting their look, sometimes adding ornate decorations, feathers, and jewels to their towering creations. However, these elaborate wigs came with a hidden cost. Many became cozy homes for lice and other pests. With beauty standards pushing the limits of what was stylish, it's a fascinating and somewhat shocking glimpse into a world where looking good meant dealing with some pretty uncomfortable challenges. How far would you go for fashion? Check out how the Crimean War changed Victorian style. This 1850s conflict sparked a surprising trend in England as soldiers returned home sporting new facial hair. Many of these brave fighters grew beards and mustaches for warmth while enduring harsh conditions in Crimea. When they came back, they brought their scruffy looks with them, and before long, beards became all the rage among gentlemen in Britain. Men who had never considered growing facial hair before jumped on the bandwagon, eager to join this fashionable movement. Barbershops filled with customers asking for styles that mimicked their heroic soldiers, and soon the streets of Victorian cities were adorned with facial hair of all shapes and sizes. The style wasn't just about looking good, it became a symbol of masculinity, strength, and resilience in the face of adversity. Just imagine a world where these bushy beards influenced how people perceived male identity and fashion beyond the war. Did the Crimean War redefine Victorian masculinity for good? Hard to believe, but Lego figures outnumber us. With over 8 billion little Lego minifigures produced, there are actually more of these colorful characters than there are humans on our planet. This staggering statistic makes you wonder, what if these tiny figures could think and feel? Imagining how they might interact with us sparks all kinds of fun scenarios. Picture a Lego minifigure communicating with you after a long day, offering advice on building your dream car, or even giving you a pep talk. It's a humorous thought that showcases our fascination with these playful toys. Beyond the laughs, this fact also highlights the incredible reach of Lego as a brand, captivating young and old alike for decades. So as you step on a wayward Lego brick, remember, you're just one among billions, while a whole universe of tiny friends awaits in your toy box. Have you ever wondered about Enceladus's icy secrets? NASA's Cassini space probe made an incredible discovery that shocked scientists. Water geysers erupting from Enceladus, one of Saturn's fascinating moons. These geysers shoot water vapor and ice particles into space, suggesting that there might be a hidden ocean beneath Enceladus's icy crust. Imagine an ocean, not on Earth, but on a distant moon. This tantalizing find heightens the excitement around the possibility of life beyond our planet. The presence of liquid water is a key ingredient for life, and Enceladus seems to have it. The geysers, which are connected to a vast subsurface ocean, hint at a complex environment that could host microbial life. Cassini's data revealed that these geysers contain organic molecules, essential building blocks for life. As we learn more about Enceladus, the potential for discovering new forms of life in our solar system keeps expanding. Who knows what else lies beneath its icy surface waiting to be explored? Have you ever wondered about dinosaur lifespans? Surprisingly, the average lifespan of these magnificent creatures was not as long as many might think. For instance, the famous Tyrannosaurus rex, often seen as the king of the dinosaurs, reached its full size at just 16 to 22 years old and lived around 27 to 33 years. In contrast, larger dinosaurs like the Brontosaurus had a longer life expectancy, living between 39 to 53 years. These durations might seem short when you consider their massive size, but it's important to remember that dinosaurs were living in a world filled with dangers, including predators and environmental changes. Their growth rates were accelerated, leading to a rapid rise in size, but that came at the cost of a shorter life. Each of these incredible animals played its part in the prehistoric ecosystem, leaving a deep mark on our planet's history. Here's a wild fact about our food sources. Did you know that a whopping 75% of the world's diet comes from just 12 plant species and 5 animal species? This shocking statistic highlights how much we depend on a small number of crops and livestock for our meals. The primary plants include staples like rice, wheat, and corn, which are grown in vast quantities to feed billions of people. Meanwhile, animal sources like chickens, cows, and pigs provide a significant portion of protein for diets around the globe. This reliance on such a limited variety raises important questions about food security and biodiversity. If we face climate change, disease outbreaks, or crop failures, our food supply could be at serious risk. Diversifying our diets not only helps to ensure a more stable food supply, but it also makes our meals more interesting. Exploring different grains, fruits, and proteins can lead to healthier eating habits and support sustainable farming practices. How can we change our food habits to become more resilient? Guess what really drives the world of drag? The term drag, closely linked with the vibrant culture of drag queens today, has fascinating theatrical roots. In the early days of theater, men often took on female roles, and to create a convincing portrayal, they wore long dresses. These dresses would literally drag along the stage, giving rise to the term we know now. This practice was not just about cross-dressing. It was a way to explore and express gender in a creative environment. Over time, as theatrical productions evolved, so did the style and presentation of drag performances, leading to the bold and colorful spectacles we see today. Drag queens have transformed this art form into a celebration of diversity, creativity, and self-expression. Today, drag is more than just performance. It's a powerful statement about identity and acceptance. With shows like RuPaul's Drag Race gaining massive popularity, drag has burst into mainstream culture, inviting everyone to embrace their unique styles and personalities. Who knew a term from the theater could have such a profound impact? Is it really true that kings can be mustache-free? The King of Hearts in a deck of cards is a fascinating exception among the royal figures. Unlike other kings, the King of Hearts stands out as the only one without a mustache. This quirky characteristic has sparked the curiosity of card players and historians alike. Each king in a standard deck typically sports facial hair, creating a regal image that symbolizes strength and authority. However, the King of Hearts, often seen as a symbol of love and compassion, breaks this mold, leading to debates about his unique representation. Some speculate this design choice might emphasize his association with emotions rather than power. Interestingly, the design of playing cards has evolved over centuries, and many believe that the King of Hearts look reflects medieval influences in Europe. So next time you shuffle a deck, remember that you're not just playing cards. You're also holding onto a piece of history. What other card curiosities await discovery? Have you ever wondered why zonkies exist? When a zebra and a donkey mate, they create an interesting hybrid called a zonkie. The name might change depending on the parents. If the dad is a zebra and the mom is a donkey, their child is typically called a zonkie. However, if the roles are reversed and the zebra is the mom with the donkey dad, you still end up with a zonkie. This playful mix showcases how different species can come together to create something unique. Zonkies inherit traits from both parents, often displaying a mix of the zebra's stripes and the donkey's sturdy build. This hybrid is usually sterile, meaning they can't reproduce like their parents. While zonkies are not as common as other animal hybrids, they do attract attention for their unusual appearance and fun name. So next time you see a zonkie, you'll appreciate the fascinating bridge between species that brought them to life. Let's uncover the truth about the gaboon viper. This remarkable snake is not only one of the largest venomous snakes, but also boasts the longest fangs of any snake species, measuring up to 2 inches long. Native to the rainforests and savannas of Central and West Africa, the gaboon viper is a master of camouflage with its striking, patterned scales that blend seamlessly into the forest floor. But what sets it apart is its incredible venom. With the highest yield of any venomous snake, a single bite can deliver a staggering amount of potent toxin. This venom serves various purposes, from subduing prey, like small mammals and birds, to defending itself against threats. Imagine the power behind those fangs. Despite its fearsome reputation, the gaboon viper is generally docile and prefers to avoid humans. So while it captivates with its beauty and power, it also teaches us about the delicate balance of nature. Guess what really drives hippos to be dangerous? Hippopotamuses are often seen as gentle giants, but they are among Africa's most dangerous animals, contributing to an astonishing 500 to 3,000 human deaths every year. You might wonder how these herbivorous creatures can pose such a threat. The answer lies in their territorial nature. Hippos can be surprisingly aggressive, especially when they feel their space is being invaded. In addition to their fierce tendencies, these massive animals can sprint on land at speeds of up to 30 kilometers per hour, making them quicker than most of us would expect. When defending their territory, hippos are known to charge at anything that gets too close, including boats, which surprises many people enjoying nature on the water. Next time you think of a hippo, remember there's more to these heavyweights than meets the eye. Here's a wild fact about moon footprints. The very first footprints carved into the moon's surface by astronauts are likely to remain there for an incredible 1,000,000 years. This is largely because the moon lacks a significant atmosphere, which means there are no strong winds or rain to erode these marks over time. When Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin walked on the lunar surface during the Apollo 11 mission in 1969, they left prints that could very well be our planet's oldest artifacts in outer space. Unlike Earth, where weather and erosion constantly reshape landscapes, the moon's surface is largely stable. With no plants to grow or animals to tread, those footprints will sit undisturbed, a lasting reminder of humanity's first steps beyond our planet. How amazing is it to think that those imprints may still tell the story of our adventures in space for generations to come? What if I told you Picasso was the richest artist ever? When Pablo Picasso passed away in 1973, he had made such a remarkable impact on the world of art that he was considered the wealthiest artist in history. This Spanish painter, sculptor, and co-founder of the Cubist movement truly transformed how we see and interpret art. His genius shone through his diverse styles, from his early blue and rose periods to the bold forms of Cubism. By the end of his life, Picasso's artwork had sold for millions, a staggering feat that set records still talked about today. He was not just an artist, he was a cultural icon whose pieces commanded incredible prices at auctions. His ability to push artistic boundaries and continually evolve captivated collectors and enthusiasts alike. Can you imagine a world where such creativity translates into wealth beyond our wildest dreams? Turns out the truth is that your stomach is a powerhouse. Your stomach is not just a storage space for food, it's an incredible organ that helps break down what you eat using strong acids, especially hydrochloric acid. This acid is so potent that it can corrode metal. To keep from eating itself alive, the stomach lining has a clever trick. It regenerates every 3 to 4 days. This quick turnover is super important. When you munch on a burger or slurp up spaghetti, those acids get busy and start digesting the food, but they can also harm the stomach if it weren't constantly renewing itself. Imagine having to rebuild your house every few days to keep it from falling apart. Thanks to this amazing ability, your stomach stays safe while efficiently doing its job. So next time you enjoy a meal, remember how hard your stomach is working to keep you healthy. Why exactly does Neptune sometimes outrun Pluto? For 20 years, between 1979 and 1999, Neptune's orbit actually brought it closer to the Sun than Pluto. This might sound surprising, considering that Neptune is usually much farther out in our solar system. The reason lies in the elliptical shapes of their orbits. Neptune's path around the Sun is not a perfect circle, it stretches out like an oval. As a result, there are times when it swings inward closer to the Sun than Pluto. This unique dancing act showcases the complex gravitational ballet that defines our solar system. Even though Neptune is the 8th planet and Pluto is traditionally known as the 9th, their orbits can overlap due to these odd shapes. This fascinating fact reminds us how dynamic and intricate planetary movements can be. So next time you think about our solar system's layout, remember that distance isn't always straightforward.